Hi everyone! So today I'm going to be taking a look at and giving my first impressions of the Iris Drawing Compass. Now this is a tool that has been made for artists to create circles at different sizes. And if you're like me, maybe you've used things that are just in your vicinity to help you out, like bottle caps and cups and plates, even a candle. And there have been times where I didn't realize there was something underneath of that, and when I lift it, I realized I partially ruined my drawing, and I'm hoping this tool will help minimize that. Now, I have seen this marketed on my Instagram feed many times, and it did pique my interest, and after a while, it got me, I bought one. And I wanted to test it out, so that is what this video is for. Because it is an expensive tool and I don't want to recommend it to other artists if it doesn't actually work. So let's go ahead and open it up. Ooh, what is this? Oh, is this the stand? Oh, that's pretty great. I like when a product has a bit of an extra presentation. Oh, I can definitely see that being displayed on my desk, proudly. This is pretty great. That's if it works. I guess I should wait until we test it out. It's heavier than I even initially expected, but that's great because I don't know if any of you have used the film that has different circles pre-cut out at different sizes. Oftentimes when I'm using that to create my circles, the pencil gets underneath of it or it wobbles a little bit and it creates a circle that is imperfect. And it's not really my favorite thing to use, hence why I'm using things like cups and candles to help create circles. So I must say, having this bit of weight to it really impresses me off the start. So I'm going to be doing two tests. I'm going to be doing one with a traditional pencil and one with a mechanical. And I'm sure there's not really a difference between the two, but I just want to try it just in case there is. Now, I did see online that you're supposed to use it with 2 fingers, and I have to admit it is really smooth. The transition from opening and closing it is pretty great. Now, I did see online how to use it. What is, oh, is that the name? Oh, that's pretty fancy. Speaking of being extra, apparently this company knows how to do it. So I'm going to be doing the 2 circle test, so let's go ahead and just start it off. Now whenever creating a circle, I always recommend having your pencil be pretty straight down towards it, because if you're angling it, there's a good chance that your circle will be lopsided. And the thing that I'm already noticing that I love is you really don't have to push down hard at all, because you can push against the sides of the tool and it won't move the circle maker much at all. I do notice the smaller it becomes, the more you can feel the ridges of the metal here. We'll see if it actually affects the circle in the end. Oh wow, you know, I was expecting some bumps, but overall those are really good. I have to admit I wasn't expecting this tool to work as well as it seems to be doing. Alright, okay, let's try a mechanical pencil and then I'll give my full thoughts on it. Now, as I'm closing it, I'm going to try going in either direction. Nope, seems like both are fine. I assume you're supposed to go in the direction that the metal is swirling in, just so it's a little more natural, but I don't really notice too big of a difference, to be honest. I have to admit, I think I already love this tool. Like I said, it is expensive though, so it's not something that I think is an easy recommendation to other artists. But if this is something that you can see yourself using often in your work, I could see it being used more as an investment. Now I did move it a bit with the last circle, but I think that was my own fault. I put too much pressure on pulling it down. But in terms of the actual quality of the circle, I mean, it's pretty great. The only unevenness is my level of how hard I'm pushing down. That's why there's some areas that are darker, but that's user error, to be honest. And you can see with the traditional one, it worked very, very well. So overall, this is something that I would definitely recommend to other artists. It is great for other traditional artists that primarily use pencil or pen in their work, and especially if you're making circles a lot in your work, this is something that not only seems to work, but work well. I think the biggest con, honestly, is probably the price, but in terms of its quality, it is really as good as it shows on Instagram. So if you're interested, I'll put a link below.